Eric Gordon. At the other forward position, Robert Covington. At point guard, Russell Westbrook. At the other guard position, James Harden. The head coach of the visiting team is Mike D'Antoni. Let's meet your Sacramento Kings! At the small forward position, standing 6'8", number 40, Harrison Barnes. The other forward, 16 10 inches, number 88, Nemanja Bjelica. Starting at shooting guard, at 6'6", number 8, Bogdanovic. The big man, 16 10 inches, number 22, Richaun Holmes. At the other guard position, at 6'3", number 5, De'Aaron Fox. The head coach of your home team is Luke Walton. Once again, your Sacramento Kings.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Well, James Harden is both famous and infamous with his skill at getting to the foul line. Some don't like it, but Harden says free throws are a part of basketball. Either you're going to foul me or I'm going to score. Putting the pressure on the defense like that is tough, but that's what makes a good player. Kevin, no lies told there.
Well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. And look now at a few years' worth of data. Some of the assist numbers under the microscope for Harden.
The drop in his assists over the past few years have made him more of a one-dimensional player offensively. He needs to get that passing element back in his game, and that'll make life a lot more difficult for opposing defense.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bjelica is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Holmes in at the 5, roaming the paint. Chris, what would you tell a young player that maybe a couple years ago burst onto the scene, were sensational, but have been plateauing, maybe even regressing a little bit?
I tell them success is a journey. That even if they would have won a Rookie of the Year award last year or a championship, that doesn't make them successful if they don't come with that same work ethic the next year. So if you've had a down year, that does not matter. You're supposed to learn from it and make this year better as well. So I would say get back to the drawing board, get back to working hard, watch a lot of tape, be honest with yourself, and focus on how to get better. Now, positive mentality, let's go forward.
Good direction. Covington's shot is off. To the middle. That's good from Fox on the assist from Bogdanovic.
Passes like that help develop team chemistry. And Bogdanovic, I love the display of unselfishness.
Gordon kicks to Westbrook. We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's Tucker. Drills it from outside.
P.J. Tucker.
Tucker's got 6.
Not many folks thought that Tucker would have success as an NBA three-point shooter. He's proven all of them wrong. He's got good range.
Now, here's Fox. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Good job taking advantage of the size mismatch. There's no way that jumper's getting blocked.
Here's Westbrook. Count that one.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
And so Fox will bring it up for the King. 4-point game. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Fox against Westbrook, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. They get Russell Westbrook.
A gear-shifting player who keeps you on your heels. I mean, Fox, he's great at picking up contact. Well, the improvement we saw from Fox was a big reason the Kings were a surprise team from last season. He emerged as one of the team leaders early on, and he is still the playmaker for this team going forward.
Free throw good, Fox. And with Fox leading with his playmaking, the difference was clear.
Yeah, Kevin, he grew up so much during his rookie season. I mean, how he sees the court, when he's going to attack. The results showed up both in assist totals as well as his efficiency when he was the one taking the shot.
Rivers, he's checked in for the Rockets. Fox hits them both.
But what you love about Fox is the edge he plays with, a competitive, aggressive player who feels like he can take on anybody.
Harden surveying the D. That shot off the mark. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Well, how often do we hear it, Greg? I mean, you got to take care of the basketball. I mean, they got to be much more disciplined tonight.
Now Tucker following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Here's Bogdanovich, stolen by Rivers. And it's Houston on the break. Tucker finds Harden. Count the basket.
Well, Harden's strength is part of what makes him special. Able to score through all kinds of contact.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Kings. Trailing by 4. Pass to Fox. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Fox has got 6.
Such an intelligent player. I mean, I love how Fox assesses these situations, and often he makes the right decision.
It's Rivers on the wing. Harden outside. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Oh, I love how Harden pulls once he gets the ball. If you play off him just a little bit, it'll cost you.
Fox against Rivers. Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. And it's off from three-point range. Looking at the last game for Sacramento, it was a win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
I mean, it's hard not to get discouraged on such an off night shooting the ball, but somehow they kept the intensity up. I mean, that was a really gutty win.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Harden. 14 points from him the last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
And for James Harden, he'd love to be put on an island and go one-on-one against a defender.
Well, yeah, last season, Harden had as many ISOs called for him as some teams ran in. And that's all because of his coach. His coach calls the games that way. It's his bread and butter. And there isn't much you can do to stop him with one defender.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good from Harden.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Oh, yeah. Every year they seem to go more toward threes or free throws. I mean, you can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, when you think about the Kings, you know they are going to let it fly. The team is loaded up on players deadly from outside. They've adapted and embraced the long ball era.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Last game he had 13. Rivers against Fox. And Holmes throws it down.
He's so hard to guard in screen and rolls. I mean, Fox uses his unpredictability to his advantage. Nice pass there.
And the shooting with this Kings team last season, Chris, a major strength, as you said.
Yeah, and their whole offense has benefited from it, Kevin. I mean, they were 4th in the league in three-pointers last year. Finding points won't be a problem for the Kings going forward.
Now, here's Bogdanovich after Eric Gordon's miss.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Count that one. Tucker's got 8 points.
You gotta love the lower body strength and balance Tucker has. I mean, helps him stay in control on his drives.
Bogdanovich against Harden. And there's the pass to Fox. 6 to shoot. Pass to Bielitsa. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points. One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
And here are the Kings now. The Rockets making the shot. Takes the 13-footer, and Fox gets it to go. Fox has got his 3rd basket of the night. And Houston calls their first time out of the game. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
Look here. Lenz checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Harry Giles comes in for Bielitsa. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And Hield subbed in for Bogdanovich. Houston with a big group substitution here. Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. Daniel House has checked in for Gordon. And it's Ben McLemore in for James Harden. Now here's Rivers. We saw him with 10 points last game. The shot by Carroll, no good. Hield outside. Over Rivers. That one off the back iron and out.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Carroll. Shoots. The rebound by Giles.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Len's shot is off. Rockets leading by 4. It's House outside. The rebound by Giles. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Down low, Fox got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Oh, no doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of them. But it's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
McLemore with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. And here's Rivers. Shoots over Fox. Now here's McLemore outside. Now here's Bazemore. Guarded by McLemore. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Chris, is there someone you competed with that you feel is underrated by history, has not been given their due?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think when you look at White Chocolate Jason Williams, that what he started in the culture of play and what he continued. And you look at Ben Wallace, who I played with 4 years at Washington, and he was coming off the bench there, and we saw that potential with him. I mean, the way he led the league in rebounding, his defensive prowess. I mean, the Pistons wouldn't have had a championship and gotten to another final if it wasn't for him. And also, I got to shout my man out, Mike Bibby and Peja Stojakovic, 2 of the best shooters I played with.
Oh, great names, and I totally agree. Corey Joseph's checked in for De'Aaron Fox. And it's tied up with that one.
Hey, Chris, there's a lot to like for this Kings franchise right now. Fans have got to be excited about their future.
Yeah, and credit my man Vlade in the front office for rebuilding. They got lots of great young talent, and they've kept their picks. The team should be a big factor in the West in the coming years.
And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Heel.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line. We've got 1:48 left here in the first quarter. Joseph against Green. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. The Rockets 4th.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
Now here's Hield. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Giles, that's good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
1:07 left to play in the first quarter. On deep, McLemore. The three-pointer is right on target. And the Rockets lead by 3.
And that three-point shot from McLemore is just cash. Don't let this guy get free from the perimeter.
And it's Heel off the drive. Rockets with the rebound. Carroll's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Passes it to House. And some nice passing there by Houston. Carroll passes to Rivers. McLemore dishes to Green. Tipped away. Stolen by Len. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Rivers against Joseph. Kicks it to Bazemore. Fires the 3. It's not going to go for him. James Harden getting it done for Houston. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be back with you shortly. good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Oh, had the defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
The Kings trail by 3. This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They've got DeMarre Carroll out there. Ben McLemore is out there with Russell Westbrook. And there's Green, and it's House in at the 3. Bazemore misses. Houston's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
Oh, the former Georgetown Bulldog, Jeff Green, now a veteran in the NBA. I mean, he's bounced around the last handful of years, but he's a smart player who still knows how to make an impact.
Joseph finds Heel. Bazemore with it. Shot clock at 6. On the pass to Len. Over House. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Len. And for Green, who is almost out of the league due to a heart condition, he's had a great career.
He has, Kevin. I mean, he's never been an all-star, but his production has never been lacking at any of his stops. I mean, lately, Green has been best as a leader for the second unit, who came up with a handful of scores every game.
And it's Carroll with the ball for Houston. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
Yeah, Greg, and when you're not connecting from deep, you got to mix it up. I mean, look to score inside more. They didn't do enough of that.
Bazemore hits the bucket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
For 3, Westbrook. Len grabs the board. Len's got 4 rebounds in this game.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Now Bazemore. 5 points in the game. Parker finds Bazemore over House. Bazemore misses. Houston in the lead. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Westbrook. He drains the turnaround jump shot. Westbrook's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
And Bazemore kicks to Joseph. Bazemore dishes to Parker. At the top of the key, Len. Pass to Parker. Shoots over Carroll. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from Parker.
How do you stop that? Parker just keeping his concentration on the basket and looking off the defense.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, GA, I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for DeMarre Carroll. Gordon's checked in for Daniel House. And it's James Harden in for Ben McLemore.
Terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
One shot.
That's good from Westbrook. What do you think about some of the most powerful dunks, Chris? The tomahawk jam reigning supreme. Do you prefer the one-handed or the two-handed jam?
Oh, man.
You did both so well.
You know what? I prefer a body-to-body dunk on you. Like, you would Rose did over Dragic back in the day. Oh, my goodness. Off the two. Or how about Jordan playing against Atlanta when he pump fakes it with one hand like he's going to shoot it, goes down the lane and dunks on Tree Rollins. Just incredible. Or Blake Griffin dunking on anyone. Or Giannis dunking on anyone. Or Embiid dunking on anyone. Or how about LeBron dunking on anyone? So, me, I just want the showmanship. Doesn't matter if it's one hand, two hands, two legs, one leg, 360, or straight body to body. Just give me something.
Yeah.
Give me something.
I like that. Fox, he's checked in for Sacramento.
One shot.
Well, the Kings decided to move on from Coach Yeager last year. I mean, he did help rebuild that team. Give him credit. They felt like Luke Walton was the choice to get them to the next level.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 10. Healed outside. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Rockets leading by 4. And for Walton and this team, they sought him out as soon as he was available.
Yeah, and you have to like the situation he's walking into. I mean, Yeager was the longest tenured coach for the team for quite some time. Having some stability and leadership showed up in the win column during his tenure.
Here's Fox following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Fox kicks to Barnes. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Sacramento grabs the miss.
I'm not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Fox looking it over. Here's Parker. Good, nice job down low.
Parker with the basket.
And now just a 1-point Rocket lead.
Well, this is why Fox's teammates love him. I mean, when they're open, he makes sure to get it to them.
For 3, Westbrook. Westbrook missing again. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Clock at 6. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And here is Fox. After the 3-pointer from Robert Covington. Fox kicks to Barnes. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, last year, Harrison Barnes traded at the deadline from Dallas to Sacramento. Dallas looking ahead and decided to move Barnes, who was in the midst of a tough season.
First free throw is good. It didn't take much for the Kings, Chris, to jump on the chance to add someone like Barnes.
Yeah, he had a tough year last year, but not too long ago, Barnes was a player giving you almost 20 a night on the wing. The Kings see him as a player in his prime to serve as a leader to this young core.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Parker, and it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Heel.
Well, at this stage of his career, Barnes knows who he is. He's a glue guy who does a bit of everything out there.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, sometimes it just looks unfair with the way Harden can create space. And then, Chris, he'd get that shot up.
Okay, this step-back jumper is a thing of beauty. I'm not talking about his almost travel double step-back, just his regular one. I mean, he has so many tools to create space with his footwork, and he makes the most out of what you give him.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw.
Well, the Houston Rockets, not exactly a balanced offense. I mean, they lean so heavily on James, but you can't argue with the results.
Good on the second free throw. And see Webb with the Rockets offense. The numbers speak for themselves.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. I mean, they had the second best offensive rating last season. I mean, they rely on isolations, threes, and free throws, but it gets the job done for them. You wonder, though, just how far this approach can take them.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 10. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. Covington passes to Westbrook. Pass to Gordon. Lets it go with a 3. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Gordon. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Harden attempts more threes than just about anyone. And you don't get that kind of leeway unless you knock him down.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox. Harry Giles is checked in for Bielitsa. Rockets leading by 6. Now, here's Westbrook. 20 points for him last game against the Suns in Phoenix. Outside, Gordon takes a 3. No good on that one. Now, Sacramento takes it the other way. Here's Barnes, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on the Houston Rockets.
Oh, that's a nice play from Barnes. Putting enough pressure on the D that time, and they were forced to foul to give him a chance at the line.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
That's good from Barnes.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina, Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Barnes hits them both. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot-up 3. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
Now, here's Bogdanovich, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Passes it to Fox. He dishes it to Barnes. Puts one up from 19. Offensive rebound. Count it. Good.
Toughness and energy on the boards. An easy putback to show forth.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Trying his luck from deep. Nailed from three-point land. Westbrook's got 18 points in the game.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. Chris, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Sacramento. How about this shit? Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. It's just this is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool to watch.
It is. Rivers checked in.
And looking at the numbers for De'Aaron Fox, what a run he's been on over the past few weeks. 16th in assists, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And how good is he at distributing the basketball? My goodness, pick and roll, drive and dish, in transition. He's been dominant all season. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you.
Well, we've seen more of this recently from Fox, a confident, efficient offensive player who looks to score often.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. And up the court come the Kings on the break. It's rebounded by Houston.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Kings making a change here. Bazemore is checked in. The Rockets also changing it up. Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Daniel House comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Ben McLemore in for Eric Gordon. McLemore, no good.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be given.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Harden against Bogdanovich. The Rockets again can't hit. The Kings trailing. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Fox against Rivers. Now, here's Fox. Guarded closely. Shot clock at 5. Over House. They get it again.
Gotta admire the speed of Harden. I mean, he looks locked in on defense, especially with how he contests these shots.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Houston. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We'll return shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 18 points and 1 rebound. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
Shaq, what's your take on Sacramento?
I like the way they rebounded. They devote a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the board, and they help keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
I got a beautiful smile. Honestly,
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
I got a beautiful house, but honestly,
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Rashawn Holmes out there with Bialise, and it's Barnes in at the small forward. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. Back to Fox. Barnes against Gordon. Here's Fox. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Houston in the lead.
No postseason trip for the Kings last year, but a successful season if you ask me. Ended up with the 9th seed in the West. 39 wins for this team, the most for the franchise since 2006.
Here's Fox. James Harden picking up that last basket. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Here's Westbrook. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14. And that 2006 team for the Kings, Chris, that was just 1 year after you played for them.
Shows how long it's been for Sacramento fans to have a great team. The franchise is in a postseason drought that they need to break. That is their objective, first and foremost.
Rockets leading by 3. A 3-ball. Rebound by Bialise. Sacramento's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Bogdanovich, no luck.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Covington dishes to Gordon. Second chance shot. The shot, no good. Good D by Barnes. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Kings. And Bogdanovich kicks to Fox. The pass to Bialise. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Chris, when Bialise is on the floor, he certainly gives this offense a different look.
Yeah, Bialise does a fantastic job spreading the floor and opening the lanes for the rest of the team. He doesn't have to play 30 minutes to make his impact felt out there on the floor. Just key stretches to free things up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Bialise.
When you think of Bialise, his shooting comes to mind. He's a solid player who knows his role on this team.
Buddy Hield, he's checked in for the Kings. Good on both.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on his stroke.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. And no good. But close in that one, so he'll shoot 2. Now, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon the last few seasons has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
Free throw good from Eric Gordon.
He's a top-tier shooter. Gordon, he's a former 6th Man of the Year winner who plays his role to perfection.
And the Kings making a change here. Len's checked in. Gordon hits both of them. The Kings trail by 3. Fox passes to Barnes. That one good for 2. Barnes has got 13.
That's no run-of-the-mill finish by Barnes right there. He gets thrown off balance by the contact, keeps his focus, stays with it, and gets it to go.
Now here's Harden. He's got 15. Goes up again, and the layup is up and in. Harden's got 4 points in the quarter.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. A tough one.
Barnes outside with a tie. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got assist number 8 now on the night. Westbrook scanning the floor. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Westbrook's got 23 points.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Outside, Fox. Healed outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Rockets leading by 3. Here's Westbrook, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He's got 25.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Healed against Harden. Right side, Fox. Bielitsa, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And how about the fundamentals right there? I mean, Bielitsa is so skilled at keeping his balance in the face of adversity.
Outside, Westbrook puts up a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Westbrook's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Houston. Westbrook against Fox. To the inside. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Len.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Westbrook drives in. Out to the wing. Tucker finds Harden. That 3 off the mark.
It's only a matter of time until his 3-point shot comes back to him. I mean, he knocked down 2 threes before halftime. Nothing so far here in the second.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 16. Outside, Fox. No good on the triple. Houston leading by 4. Down low. And Westbrook throws it down.
Man, he's superb at finding open teammates. Harden, I love how he looks to shed a rock.
Here's Fox. Pass to Bielitsa. 2 points. That one goes. Bielitsa's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Timeout called the Rockets. Perhaps the biggest breakout star last year from the 2017 draft class, De'Aaron Fox. Frank, he was sensational.
Kevin, the difference between a year 1 and a year 2 player was never displayed better.
Some changes. Jabari Parker's checked in for Barnes, and it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox. Houston with a big group substitution here. Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. Daniel House is checked in for Eric Gordon, and it's Ben McLemore in for James Harden. Now here's Parker, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Pass to Joseph. Back to Parker. Just 5 to shoot. Passes to Bielitsa for the 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. And now just a 1-point Rocket lead. Westbrook with it. He has 30. To the right side. House kicks to Westbrook. Outside, Green. Houston needs to get a shot off. From deep. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And let's take a look now at Russell Westbrook's numbers. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Getting around 24 points per, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
Len passes to Joseph. Here's Parker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Showing great tenacity. I mean, when Parker goes for it like this, the defense feels uneasy.
And Jabari Parker last season, outlasting a full year with the Bulls, traded to the Wizards at the deadline.
Yeah, and another change in scenery for Parker, who just can't find the right fit. I mean, you can see the flashes of talent from him, and hopefully he finds a team that is a good match for him long term.
No good on that one.
Now look, when Parker's healthy, he's an effective player. He's battled a lot of injuries, and he's still fighting and competing.
Sacramento making some changes. Giles comes in for Len, and it's Kent Bazemore in for Bielitsa. And a change for the Rockets. Rivers, he's checked in for Jeff Green. That one drops. He ties it up.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Westbrook up top, and he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Parker's shot is off. And here's Westbrook from the arc. The rebound by Hield. Sacramento's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. And that one's good. Parker.
And hey, that wasn't easy, but Parker was just committed to scoring no matter what.
Rockets have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Outside Westbrook. Over Joseph. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul. It goes against Sacramento. For Houston, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. That free throw missing. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And he's good on the second. Sacramento's gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Parker outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Parker with the basket.
Parker's got the lead up to 3 now for the Kings.
The D can't give Parker these type of shots. I mean, they're asking for trouble.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Westbrook's got 34.
Drills his third 3 of the half. I mean, that's 15 points from long range for him today.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Carroll. The shot's good from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 36.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And though Chris, he's known mostly for his shooting, Buddy Hield has been improving in other areas as well.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about ball handling, playmaking. I mean, they're notably better from early in his career. He's a solid rebounder who is definitely not a weak link on the defensive side as well.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Corey Joseph.
Yeah, we've seen him take a leap, becoming a more confident and assertive scorer and a leader for this team.
Outside Westbrook. There's the pass to McLemore. And here's Rivers. Shot clock at 6. Houston moving it around. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Holmes got 9 rebounds now tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Offensive rebound, Westbrook, and Parker with the block.
This is the defense you want to see from Parker, stepping up with the big-time block.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Traps in the tray. Bogdanovich has got 8 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul.
23 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Westbrook. He's got 36, just 4 to shoot. Three-pointer on the way.
Oh, you got to see more of this from Bogdanovich. It's important that he stays engaged and active on defense.
Now Holmes. And that one released in time, but no good. The third quarter comes to a close. It's Sacramento. They lead by 4. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup. So on the floor for Houston, they've got Ben McLemore, Russell Westbrook out there with Austin Rivers. Then it's Damari Carroll, and it's House in a power forward.
2 shots.
That one is off. And the second free throw, good. Sacramento leading by 3. Here's the floater. It's rebounded by Houston.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Wednesday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets.
And for that game against the Nuggets, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
He misses the free throw.
And a sudden departure from L.A. for Luke Walton. Landed with Sacramento almost immediately. Seems like he escaped some dysfunction upon leaving L.A.
Yeah, Jay, we all heard the reports that there was a lot of backstabbing during Walton's last year in L.A. Sure feels nice for him to get a fresh start, especially with the front office that wants him there.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Now, here's Holmes. Hield can't hit.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. But his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Westbrook, no good. The Kings leading. On the wing, Hield, guarded by McLemore. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Rivers to tie it up, and the rejection by Holmes. Hield the pass to Holmes. Here's Bogdanovich. Here's Fox. Here's Holmes. Lays it up off the glass. Holmes got the lead up to 4 now for the Kings.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. And McLemore kicks to Westbrook. Pass to House. Outside Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Westbrook double team. Rivers gets a wide open look. Another miss by Houston. Kings leading now by 4. Bogdanovich passes to Fox. Hield with it. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Cans the shot from the wing.
Touch the timing. Bogdanovich loves catching the defense by surprise with the shot off the pass.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
He's played with a doggedness and determination. That's how you end up with double-digit boards.
Gets it to go. That one good from Giles. And the Kings lead by 8.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Timeout called to Rockets. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game.
Always talk to myself cause it's only us. Always deep in my mind, don't know who to trust. I've been rolling around town feeling woozy. Tryna ride on my side, gotta get choosy. I don't know who down.
Don't slide in this quiet, ain't nobody here. Cross me, dog, on God, don't catch my own canvas in 10 years. Lost my brothers to the street, gon' slide. Go home and shed tears. When it's time to ride, slide. Catch me in the scissor. To the stand here, Mickey. Get to tellin' when can't believe you tryna diss me. What? Show you how fast I'ma get in. Let him find his body by 3 Mississippi. Rich and Mill on me. Cost half a ticket, dawg. Need to open up, cause I got out of it, dawg. Why you in the car if you ain't gon' do another witness, dawg? Them big cheap veneers, y'all know.
Bielitsa is checked in for Sacramento. Harrison Barnes comes in for Bogdanovich. The Rockets also changing it up. Robert Covington's checked in for Daniel House. Gordon comes in for Ben McLemore. And it's James Harden in for Rivers. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
On the inbound. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
And here are the Kings now. Kings leading now by 8. Outside, Fox. He kicks it to Barnes. Lets the 3 fly. They grab their own miss.
Oh, he has to fight for that one. Doing the dirty work. Getting after it on the glass.
Eric Gordon on the wing. Another miss by Houston. Sacramento's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Barnes. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Oh, the muscle and focus on display right there. Barnes, not easy trying to distract him from there.
Westbrook against Fox. That's tipped. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Gordon kicks to Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
Fox passes to Barnes. Pass to Holmes. Tries again. In deep. Bielitsa drops it in. Bielitsa's got the lead up to 12 now for the Kings.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Gordon and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Ooh, that shifty, unpredictable, herky-jerky nature of Gordon's game, it allows him to get to the line. The D never knows exactly how to guard him.
That free throw, no good. That one misses. And Chris, whether it's KD or Kyrie, we've seen stars grow irritated. Constant questions about their free agent destinations.
I would just suggest to them to go back in time. Nothing's new under the sun. Watch guys like Shaq, like myself, other guys that were free agents. It's a time to talk about it, and it's a time not to. And you can even speak about your impending free agency without insulting the fans where you're playing and without guessing of maybe where you will go next year. I just think that guys just need to be a little more sensitive with it. Fans really want to know, and if the media is going to ask you the question, you got to figure a way how to handle that out delicately.
Well said. Here's Fox. James Harden picking up that last basket. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his 3rd personal foul. At the line for your Kings, Richaun Holmes. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Holmes. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Rockets trail by 8. Tucker, the pass to Covington. He feeds it to Harden. It's deflected. Here's Gordon. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Holmes.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but hasn't been successful.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
Tucker, he can't get it to go. So the Kings will take it the other way. Fox passes to Barnes. Gordon with the defensive effort. Rockets trail by 10. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Hield. It's Bielitsa. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
His first personal foul.
Crafty player. I like whenever Bielitsa tries to score and draws the D's attention.
Shooting for Sacramento, Nemanja Bjelica. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Bielitsa. And the Kings making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. And so here is Houston, a 12-point game. Westbrook against Fox. Westbrook with the bucket. Westbrook's got 41.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Bogdanovich against Harden. Passes it to Fox. There's the double team with Covington. Barnes right side. Almost, but it rolls out.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
And here's Harden for 3. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
Such a tricky cover inside. When Fox attacks like this, the defense responds.
At the
with
line
that same
for your
type of
Kings,
press.
De'Aaron Fox. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. He hits both from the stripe. Rockets trail by 9. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Sacramento ball.
On the wing, Barnes. And he banks in the layup. Barnes has got 11 in the second half.
Possessing the ability to shoulder and offense. I mean, for Barnes, it's about getting into a rhythm early and staying assertive.
Harden's shot is good.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
And here is Barnes. James Harden getting it to go from deep.
Houston foul call. James Harden. That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Sacramento, Harrison Barnes. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9. Barnes hits them both. And so here is Houston. 1:37 left to play here in the fourth. Harden has a wide open look from outside off the mark. And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. 10-point lead. Harden against Bogdanovich. Barnes kicks to Bogdanovich. Three-pointer. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Kings.
Better shooting from the charity stripe was what made the difference, I think, in this one.
Yeah, the concentration and focus was there, and I think that was what allowed them to win this war.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And so they're able to even up the season series at a game apiece with one left to play, exacting a little revenge and really saving face. They did not want to go down 2-0.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for De'Aaron Fox.
His passes were crisp tonight. Pinpoint. So many easy buckets came off his assist.
Here's Westbrook. The Kings getting the bucket to end the run. Harden missing again. Fox against Westbrook. Now, here's Fox. D right on him. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Harden. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari, looks like you're getting back in stride, and you have certainly had adversity with the knee injuries the last few years. How have you been able to battle through them?
It's been tough, to tell you the truth, but, you know, the race is not won to the swift, but the one to endure, so I'm trying to keep that motive.
You have certainly endured and thrived, Jabari. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you next time.